Hey, what's up guys? My name is Tez and this is my first YouTube video. Today we have a 2008 Toyota Rav4. We're changing the alternator on it. I found a lot of conflicting information out there, so I just want to create a video to clarify some stuff. Hopefully it helps some of you guys out there. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, GoPro set. Let's get started guys. Let's jump right in. V6. First, let's remove plastic around the core support, remove engine cover, take off the negative terminal off the battery, very important. You don't want to pop some fuses. Take the coolant reservoir tank off, held down by 2 bolts. The hoses that you detach from it, make sure you plug it up or else it will leak. The reservoir itself, drain it, or because it will leak as well too. Take off the wheel. Boom, wheel's off. Take off that little plastic cover. It's held down by a few plastic clips. Now we need to release the tension off the accessories belt, and we do so by loosening up the, or not loosening, but turning the idler pulley and sticking a pin through. Now it's laying down. Apologize for the angle, but you can kind of see using a 14mm wrench. If you turn it counterclockwise, you will be releasing the pressure or the tension off the belt. And once it's released, you can just stick something through that hole towards the block, and it will hold the tensioner in place. There you go. Tension's been released. Now onto the under engine cover. Remove that, held down by quite a few screws and clips. Boom, it's out. Now onto taking off the wiring harness. Take off the alternator positive terminal. Take off all the harnesses, the clips. Now for my sake, I actually removed the clips off the AC compressor and also the O2 sensors, everything underneath as well, just to make it easier for me. That way I can move the, see, there it is, the O2 sensor, oil pressure sensor, also the AC compressor controls too. Now I can just wiggle all those wiring, just kind of pull it off closer to the battery, away from the alternator. Next, you can start loosening up the alternator. Now there are 2 bolts from the side and 1 from the front of the car. The 2 on the side are the easy ones. Loosen up the back one, loosen up the front. Now onto the core support. I skipped the 3rd screw, I apologize, but remove the 2 radiator brackets for now. There are the 2 brackets. Now start removing the top piece of the core support, which is held down by 4 screws, 2 facing up and 2 facing forward. Also remove everything else on the core support too, which is the battery tie down, also some coolant hoses, and also the hood latch too. The latch can stay on though, you just need to take the hood latch release cable off of the latch itself. But I do have to remind you to replace that cable once it's all done, because I made the mistake of not putting the cable on. Now that's a whole another story of how I got the hood open again, but don't make the same mistake I did, alright? Core support slowly coming out, but some of the coolant hoses still kind of holding it. See, that's the piece I need to bring out. I apologize for the angle of the video, okay? Bear with me. Right, so hoses, coolant hoses. I got those off, took off the support. Now onto the cable release, hood release cable. Very easy to take off, but please do not forget, okay? Very important. Move the hoses off to the side. Now as you can see, the alternator is already just detached. I skipped the third screw video of it, I mean. But I will be showing the third screw location on the reassembly later on. Wiggling it out, still having a little bit of issue, so I do have to take the oil dipstick, release it so that I can move it off to the side, giving me a little more room. So here it is, taking it off. Don't have to take it out completely, just got to move it off to the side. There's that screw. Move that off. Alright, now I got plenty of room. Now, Toyota service manual advised to take the radiator out in order to take the alternator out, which I did not take the radiator out, of course. So, in your face, Toyota. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Boom. You have no idea how happy I was to get that out. So again, do not settle for any of those lifetime warranty alternators because I don't think you want to do it again. Those things, they don't last. Here's a new Denso alternator, okay, got from Toyota dealership. Not cheap, but it's worth every dollar. Here's that L-shaped bracket that I was talking about. That's where the third screw is holding the alternator. Now that screw is facing the front of the car. Now I'm just trying to take off the bracket itself and put it onto the new alternator. Okay. Take a little rest. I know it's a short video, but actually it's more like a 2-day project for me, so at this point I'm actually quite exhausted. Lining up both side by side, putting on the bracket. Snap on power tools. Makes the job easier. Now second L bracket. Now that one is for wiring harness. Very important as well. Don't forget. Alright. New alternator's ready. Let's put this thing back in. Same way I took it out, just put it right back into the same spot. Almost there. Voila. Put it back in place. Now I would advise putting on the easiest screw first because it kind of lines up all the other ones for you, making it a little easier. Here's the rest of the process, just putting on the third screw right here. As you can see, it's right in between the exhaust manifold and the alternator. Now the alternator is back in, just got to do the rest of the process in reverse order and you have it done. Any comments, improvements, or anything that you like or dislike, please put it into the comment section. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and please like the video if you like how I did it. Also subscribe. I will have more random auto stuff posting up in the future. Alright guys, thank you for watching.